Hi everyone, I'm Miss Johnson, and today we're going to be doing an activity called Roll and Build with Shapes. So let's take a look at the materials that we're going to need. So you're going to need the Roll and Build with Shapes worksheet. You may also choose to print off the shapes below and cut them out and glue them, or you can draw the shapes with a pencil like I will be doing today. You're also going to need a dice and then anything you'd like to use to decorate. So I'm going to be using pencil crayons, but you can use markers, crayons, anything really. So let's get started with the activity. So for this activity, we're going to be making artwork. We're going to make a picture composed of different two-dimensional shapes. But how we pick those shapes is kind of at random because we're going to be using a dice to decide. So you're going to roll the dice, and the number that comes up will determine which shape you'll add to your picture. So for number 1, you'll add a rectangle. If you roll a 2, you'll add a circle. A 3, you'll add a pentagon. 4, a triangle. 5, a hexagon. And 6, a diamond. Now there are 2 different ways that you may choose to play this activity. I want you to add at least 5 different shapes. So you'll roll the dice 5 different times at least. The 2 different ways are, you may wish to roll the dice 1 time and add that shape right after. Roll the dice, add the next shape, roll the dice, add the next shape, and so on. Or you might choose to roll the dice 5 or 6 times to see what shapes you'll have to work with and then add them to your picture. So that's the way I'm going to be demonstrating today. Like I said before, you also have choice with how you want to draw your shape. So you might draw using a pencil right onto the worksheet, or you might choose to print the shapes given below, cut them out and glue them to your worksheet, or you might use these as kind of stencils and trace them onto your worksheet. So there's lots of options with this activity, which makes it great. Now it's time for me to show you how I'm going to complete this activity. So I'm going to roll the dice 5 times and kind of keep a tally of what shapes I'll have to work with. So I roll a 2, I need a circle. A 5, I need a hexagon. A 1, I'll need a rectangle. A 1 again, I'll need another rectangle. And my last roll, another 1, I need another rectangle. Let's roll 6 times. A 5, so I need another hexagon. So now I'm going to think about what I can make with these shapes, and then I'll start drawing in my workspace below and come back then. As you can see, I started my drawing. I'm trying to create a robot. So right now I have the circle as the head, 2 hexagons making the body, and then I use the rectangles for 2 legs, and so far I have 1 arm. So I'm going to roll the dice a few more times to add other shapes to my robot. So I get a 3, now I have a pentagon to add. Let's roll 2 more times. A 4, we need a triangle. And a 6, a diamond. So I'm going to add these shapes and then get back to you and show you how he's looking. I decided to make the triangle for a hat. I used the pentagon for an eye and a diamond for a button. So let's roll a few more times. A 3, another pentagon. A 2 is a circle. And a 5, we need another hexagon. So I'm going to add these shapes, and then I'll get back to you when my robot is all done. So I'm going to roll the dice 4 more times to see what numbers I get, and then I will complete my robot. So a 4, I need another triangle. 6, diamond. A 6, a diamond. And a 2, a circle. So I'm going to add those shapes, and then I'll get back to you when my robot's completed. I've added all my shapes, and now I'm done drawing my robot. So I have a robot wearing a fun party hat. He's got 1 arm and 2 legs and some fun buttons. So now it's time to decorate. So I'm going to color in my robot. As you can see, I'm done my robot. I've colored him, I've decorated him, I added a sun in the background, he's outside playing, relaxing in the sun. And now what's important is I need to be able to explain the shapes that I use in order to create my robot. So I can easily say, I made a robot composed of 3 rectangles, 3 circles, 2 pentagons, 2 triangles, 3 hexagons, and 3 diamonds. So when you're an artist, you need to be able to explain your artwork. So this is the time when you're done your artwork, what I want you to do is to present it to either a classmate, a parent, a sibling, and explain to them what shapes you use to create your artwork. Another important thing to note is my robot's not perfect. I kind of want him to have 2 arms, but he only has 1. But that's okay. What's important is that I had fun. It was a fun activity where I randomly was given shapes and I used my imagination to create something. So now it's your time to try out this activity. You're going to roll the dice. Remember, I want you to use at least 5 shapes. I use way more than 5, and that's okay. You can use as many as you like, as long as it's more than 5. When you're done drawing, the next step is to color and decorate. And the final step is being able to explain the shapes used to create your artwork to a partner. Thank you so much for joining me and creating artwork together. It's fun when art gets combined with math. I hope you enjoyed. Have fun, and bye-bye.